In this video, we are going to talk about the Invincible Mike Tyson. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Mike Tyson, in full Michael Gerald Tyson, by name Iron Mike, born June 30, 1966, Brooklyn, New York, US, American boxer who, at age 20, became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. A member of various street gangs at an early age, Tyson was sent to reform school in upstate New York in 1978. At the reform school, social worker and boxing aficionado Bobby Stewart recognized his boxing potential and directed him to renowned trainer Cus D'Amato, who became his legal guardian. Tyson compiled a 24-3 record as an amateur and turned professional in 1985. After the deaths of D'Amato and manager Jimmy Jacobs, Tyson aligned with controversial promoter Don King. He made 10 successful defenses of his world heavyweight title, including victories over former champions Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks. In 1988, Tyson married actress Robin Givens, but the couple divorced in 1989 amid allegations that Tyson had physically abused her. A myriad of assault and harassment charges were subsequently filed against Tyson. On February 11, 1990, in one of the biggest upsets in boxing history, Tyson lost the championship to lightly regarded James "Buster" Douglas, who scored a technical knockout in the 10th round. Tyson rebounded from the loss with 4 straight victories. In 1991, however, he was accused of having raped a beauty pageant contestant, and he was convicted of the charge in 1992. Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. Following his release from prison in 1995, Tyson resumed boxing, and in 1996 regained 2 of his championship belts with easy victories over Frank Bruno and Bruce Seldon. On November 9, 1996, in a long-anticipated bout with 2-time heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield, Tyson lost for the second time in his professional career by a technical knockout in the 11th round. In a rematch against Holyfield on June 28, 1997, he was disqualified after he twice bit his opponent's ears, and as a result of the infraction, he lost his boxing license. Tyson had his final professional win in 2003, a 49-second first-round knockout. Later that year, he filed for bankruptcy, claiming to be $34 million in debt after earning an estimated $400 million over the course of his career. Tyson lost bouts in 2004 and 2005, and he retired in the aftermath of the latter fight. In 2007, he served 24 hours in prison after pleading guilty to drug possession and driving under the influence, charges that stemmed from a 2006 arrest. Tyson's personal and professional exploits were recounted in the documentary Tyson, which premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in 2008, and in a one-man stage show, Mike Tyson. Undisputed Truth, which he first performed in Las Vegas in 2012. The show was subsequently mounted on Broadway in a production directed by filmmaker Spike Lee. He also appeared as himself in a number of television shows and films, including the blockbuster comedy The Hangover 2009 and its sequel 2011, as well as the animated television show Mike Tyson Mysteries 2014-20, a spoof on the various Scooby-Doo cartoon series. His memoirs Undisputed Truth 2013 and Iron Ambition, My Life with Cus D'Amato 2017 were written with Larry Sloman. Tyson was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2011. On April 22, 1994, in a World Boxing Organization (WBO) match and Holyfield's first defense after regaining the titles, he lost a 12-round decision to Michael Moorer. After the bout, he was diagnosed with a heart defect and announced his retirement. The diagnosis was later reversed, however, and Holyfield resumed boxing, winning a 10-round decision over Ray Mercer on May 20, 1995. In his third fight with Bowe, on November 4, 1995, Holyfield scored a knockdown in the 6th round but lost by a knockout in the 8th. Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. After defeating Bobby Ches in his next match, Holyfield met heavyweight champion Mike Tyson in a much-anticipated WBA bout on November 9, 1996. Though Tyson was heavily favored to win, Holyfield scored a stunning upset with a technical knockout in the 11th round, becoming the heavyweight champion for a third time. He successfully defended his title on June 28, 1997, in a rematch against Tyson, who was disqualified after the third round for biting Holyfield's ears. Holyfield faced Chris Bird for the IBF Heavyweight Championship on December 14, 2002, only to lose the bout in a unanimous decision. After losing a decision to journeyman Larry Donald in 2004, Holyfield had his New York boxing license revoked because of his apparently deteriorating skills. Holyfield returned to the ring after a 21-month absence in August 2006 and proceeded to win 4 consecutive bouts over the following year. He then lost matches to Sultan Ibragimov in October 2007 and Nikolay Valuev in December 2008 for the WBO and WBA titles, respectively. Holyfield continued to fight after those 2 losses, but the bouts were of a much lesser quality, and the title he won from the World Boxing Federation in 2010 was not widely recognized. He retired in 2014 with a career record of 44 wins, 29 by knockout, 10 losses, and 2 draws. Holyfield was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2017. Boxing, sport, both amateur and professional, involving attack and defense with the fists. Boxers usually wear padded gloves and generally observe the code set forth in the Marquess of Queensberry rules. Matched in weight and ability, boxing contestants try to land blows hard and often with their fists, each attempting to avoid the blows of the opponent. A boxer wins a match either by outscoring the opponent. Points can be tallied in several ways, or by rendering the opponent incapable of continuing the match. Bouts range from 3 to 12 rounds, each round normally lasting 3 minutes. The terms pugilism and prizefighting in modern usage are practically synonymous with boxing, although the first term indicates the ancient origins of the sport in its derivation from the Latin pugil, a boxer, related to the Latin pugnus, fist, and derived in turn from the Greek pix, with clenched fist. The term prizefighting emphasizes pursuit of the sport for monetary gain, which began in England in the 17th century. Boxing first appeared as a formal Olympic event in the 23rd Olympiad, 688 BCE, but fist-fighting contests must certainly have had their origin in mankind's prehistory. The earliest visual evidence for boxing appears in Sumerian relief carvings from the 3rd millennium BCE. A relief sculpture from Egyptian Thebes, c. 1350 BCE, shows both boxers and spectators. The few extant Middle Eastern and Egyptian depictions are of bare-fisted contests with, at most, a simple band supporting the wrist. The earliest evidence of the use of gloves or hand coverings in boxing is a carved vase from Minoan Crete, c. 1500 BCE, that shows helmeted boxers wearing a stiff plate strapped to the fist. The earliest evidence of rules for the sport comes from ancient Greece. These ancient contests had no rounds. They continued until one man either acknowledged defeat by holding up a finger or was unable to continue. Clinching, holding an opponent at close quarters with one or both arms, was strictly forbidden. Contests were held outdoors, which added the challenge of intense heat and bright sunlight to the fight. Contestants represented all social classes. In the early years of the major athletic festivals, a preponderance of the boxers came from wealthy and distinguished backgrounds. The Greeks considered boxing the most injurious of their sports. A 1st century BCE inscription praising a pugilist states, "A boxer's victory is gained in blood." In fact, Greek literature offers much evidence that the sport caused disfigurement and occasionally even death. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.